Hey guys, Mr. B XRP. I am back again. It's November 23rd, and I'm doing a second video today because of all the price action and everything going on in the market, and there's also some really good, cool information that just came out from Flare Network about the Spark token. So I am going to give you guys another video here. Looks like the market is taking a little bit of a breath. We were up to 55 cents on XRP earlier this morning, and we've pulled back to 52.5 cents. We are still up big, and it's all good. In fact, one of the things I wanted to point out was on the 7-day, we're still up 83% on the 7-day, which is absolutely fantastic. And I have still been noticing that, XRP is 53 cents on Coinbase. So Coinbase has been leading with the pricing on XRP. So, and I don't know if they round up or what they do on Coinbase, but it seems that way. Okay, so I wanted to point this out. Fiat Leak has something new on their site, right? So if you watch this, and assuming you're not driving, when you see a green explosion, see that green explosion? I just asked them what that was, and I've been seeing it for the last several days. Jerry Hall sent me a message and said, hey, Mr. B, you have any idea what this is? And I said, you know what? I've noticed it too. I have no idea what it is. Let's ask these guys. And I reached out to the folks at Fiat Leak, and they're so nice. And when you see that green explosion, when you see that earth-shattering kaboom, as Marvin the Martian used to say, that means it just hit a 24-hour high. So that's what the green explosion means. I don't know if it's green on every asset, but it's green on XRP, which is pretty much the only one I'm paying attention to. So wanted to share that with you. If you noticed that, that's the reason. That's what it is. Okay, PayPal is all over the news today. Okay, so PayPal did a post today. They said now you can buy, hold, and sell crypto with PayPal. Start with as little as $1 in the PayPal app. Terms apply. And the PayPal CEO is flying all over the news today. So I'm going to play you two videos. This one was from Anthony Pompliano. He said the CEO of PayPal is on national television showing you the future. The question is, are you open-minded enough to listen? Okay, so let me play this. I got two clips, but we're going to play this one first.
Okay, and all this commentary, is worth noting, follows PayPal's announcement that about a month ago, that it would allow users to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrency on its platform. Joining us right now is the man behind that very decision, PayPal CEO Dan Schulman. Dan, it's great to see you this morning. We have watched the run-up in value of Bitcoin since you made that announcement, the idea of it being adopted much more globally, and the view, I think, that other rivals of yours and others in the financial community are going to be coming in at some point behind you. We'll see whether they do. But let me just ask you just straight up about the value proposition of Bitcoin, because a lot of people say, what is its true value? What is the inherent value of Bitcoin? How do you value it? I know you own some yourself. How do you value it?
Yeah. Well, I think all forms of money are based on trust and set values that come from that trust. I think if you take a step back, Andrew, especially with the pandemic, you've seen the use of cash decline precipitously. Something like 40 to 70% of consumers no longer want to handle cash. And just like every industry is digitizing right now, that is also happening in the financial services world. There's no question that people are flocking to digital payments and digital forms of currency. And one of the things that we looked at, and we talked to regulators around the world, central banks around the world, and it became clear to me that it's a matter of, not if, but when and how you'll start to see more and more central banks issue forms of digital currencies. And I think you'll have more and more utility happen with cryptocurrencies. One of the things that we allowed is not just making it easy to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrencies, but very importantly, early next year, we're going to allow cryptocurrencies to be a funding source.
It's just Guys, this is so big. We've been talking about this for weeks. It's so big. 346 million people are going to have the ability to buy cryptocurrency. And although they don't have XRP yet, I'm sure they're going to have it at some point. But let's remember that Bitcoin is the gateway drug to the crypto world. I mean, it's where everybody starts. And then they start to figure, okay, well, if somebody made this much money off of Bitcoin, what's the next one? What should I invest in? How can I? And they're going to look toward XRP. We know that. All right. So also, the CEO was on Julia Chatterley's program, and this was posted by PTS on Twitter, who is at Pax Tech Services. And let's see what he had to say with Julia. And his name is Dan Schulman, the CEO of PayPal.
In cryptocurrencies as well, in your announcement that you'll allow account holders to use digital assets like Bitcoin, for example, to make payments. Just talk to me about the kind of volumes that you're seeing, because you're being credited or accused of fueling the rise that we've seen, particularly in Bitcoin. But other digital assets too, I have to say.
Yeah, I think if you think about the digitization of industries, as I mentioned, the same thing is happening in financial services. Anywhere between 40 to 70% of consumers want to use cash less. They want to move to forms of digital payment. So think about that. Paper money is slowly but surely going away. And what will replace that? Well, what will replace that are all forms of digital currencies. Those digital currencies could be any one of a number of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others. And also, as we talk to regulators and central banks around the world, there's no question in my mind that it's just a matter of when and how, not if, that central banks will start to issue forms of digital currencies as well. And so our move into the space of accepting digital currencies is basically understanding those trends and trying to position ourselves to help shape that future where both central banks will be more digital currency players, as well as forms of cryptocurrencies will move from being just asset classes that you can invest in, but actually can increase their utility by utilizing that cryptocurrency as a funding instrument to do everyday commerce. And I think once we bolster that utility, you'll start to see more stabilization of these different cryptocurrencies and a slow increase in value over time. Of course, today there's still investments and they can go up or down, but our move into the crypto space, working hand in hand with regulators, was to bolster the utility of all cryptocurrencies and digital currencies.
I read that you own Bitcoin yourself. Do you still own Bitcoin? And to your point, which I think is a great one, this balance between the utility value, the transactional value versus the store of value, you holding it as investment. Dan, why do you hold digital assets and Bitcoin, if you still do?
Well, I'm a believer.
I'm a believer.
The world is moving towards digital, and that forms of cryptocurrency, like for instance, Ethereum, that are built on more modern technology that can move money faster and maybe less expensively, can put on top of the movement of that money things like smart contracts, can add utility to a payment. And I think it's when we start to move and cryptocurrencies, digital currencies issued by central banks, all under a regulatory framework, have more utilization than just being an asset class. That's when I really think you're going to start to see that move more into the mainstream. And as I look out into the near future, 1, 2, maybe 3 years out, that's a trend that we will definitely see.
Wow. So fantastic to see him out there preaching the word of cryptocurrency and obviously Bitcoin. and he has been all over the news today. So good stuff. Wanted to share that with you. XRP, the Standard Productions, says, "Come on, SEC News. We're ready for that no action letter to Ripple." Yeah, what a great thing to get a no action letter right now in the middle of this run, this rally. That would just ignite it with a turbo boost. That would be absolutely fantastic. A little quick little intermission for about 10 seconds. Here's this cat playing with these crayfish. I think it was funny. Came across it on Twitter. Look at that. If you've never seen a crayfish, by the way, it's like a little miniature lobster. We have them here in the South, and they're running around in our canals. You don't see them that often, but when you do see them, it's kind of weird. Sometimes I see them walking on the sidewalk when I'm exercising. They're really bizarre. Okay, so Leo posted this on Twitter, and he said, "At what price will you start selling some of your XRP?" And let's see, I'm going to do a refresh here. Okay, so 6% of people are going to start selling between 60 cents and $1, 12.3% between $1 and $4, 20.7% between $4 and $10, and 61% say they're not going to sell until it hits $10. Okay, so I thought that was interesting, and wanted to share that with you. I don't know where you guys fall on this thing, but just know where you fall. That's the most important thing. Okay, this video was just dropped by Brad Kimes over at Investment Perspectives. You can, and he actually posted this video on his Digital Perspectives. Actually, I think he had Digital Perspectives. I keep calling him Investment Perspectives. He changed the name. Digital Perspectives is his channel. If you're not following Brad, obviously you need to be following Brad. This is Hugo from Flare Networks. He's, I believe, the CEO of Flare Networks. It's a 36-minute video. You guys need to watch it. It's about the Spark token. I'm going to play you 2 clips that I think are important. So I'm going to start right now.
How the airdrop is going to happen, and you'll be sharing that today. Is that right?
Well, absolutely. We're putting a blog out later, which kind of goes into a lot more details about the airdrop. One of the things it discusses is the way that the tokens that you claim unlock. So as you know, you're claiming a certain amount of Spark. Those don't come to you on day one. 15% come to you on day one, with the remainder essentially unlocking over time. Now, people will ask this question, and they'll ask it almost immediately. What happens if I'm at an exchange? Okay, if you're at an exchange, they will distribute the token to you incrementally over time. And if you are setting up with a self-custody solution, such as a hardware wallet, where you hold your Flare account, not an exchange, then the system will simply unlock the token over time.
Okay, so I was surprised to hear that. I never heard that before. So essentially, you don't get all your Spark tokens right away. You're going to get 15% up front, and then you're going to, from what I understand, and I don't know the specifics, guys, so I think you're going to get a percentage each month until you max out your Spark tokens. I don't know the percentage. Don't even ask. He doesn't even say it in this interview. I don't think he gets into it, but they're going to be doing a blog shortly, so expect all that information to be in the blog. The reason they're doing it, I believe, is so that people don't dump all their Spark tokens the moment they get them. Okay, so I think a lot of people are going to be a little bit upset to hear they're not going to get them all up front. But I guess if you look at the reason why they're doing it, it does make sense. So people just don't dump them. So I think that might make a lot of sense to people. Okay, I'm going to go to the next clip. And the next clip, I think, is going to give some hope to people. But, I don't like living on Hope Island myself, but...
And I also wanted to ask you just 2 quick things. One, because the audience will absolutely chase me down if I don't ask this. Coinbase. Have you had any talk with Coinbase? I mean, everyone asks about Coinbase, and you're on a ton of other exchanges, but I got to ask about Coinbase.
I actually spoke to Coinbase today. That doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't know whether they'll support it. If they announce, they will announce. My advice would be to make sure that, if there's a moment where you feel that you are not able to get your XRP out of an exchange that is not supporting, So if you think that the 6th of December is the right day to make a decision, then that's the right day to make a decision. I can't discuss that. So at the moment, Coinbase are not supporting. They haven't said they will. We are talking to them. It is really up to them whether they announce.
Oh, wow. So that's interesting. So, and I hate to give hope, but I thought they were a dead issue. So, we're going to wait and see. I'm not going to do anything at least until the first week in December. So if they do decide to cooperate, I'll have the ability to do something there. So wanted to share that with you guys. Hey, go watch the whole video. There's a lot of interesting information. Okay, guys, I just jumped over to the comment section of my videos, and I get a lot of comments in my videos. As you guys know, I try to answer as many as I can. It's impossible for me to answer them all. But this person, Julie Weatherford, had asked a couple of questions and honestly didn't have time to type out and answer them. I told her I'd answer her in the next video, and I think probably other people would be interested in these questions. So I'm going to answer these questions. Hello, Mr. B. I have a few questions. Will you be partaking in XRP Flare token? The answer is yes. To what level? I don't know yet. I'm just going to probably do a percentage of my XRP. What is unstoppable domain and why is it used or needed? Unstoppable domain is it's like an email address. So if somebody wants to send you crypto, maybe it's Ethereum, maybe it's XRP, maybe it's Bitcoin, they can use one address and it will land where you want it to land. So you don't have to give them the independent addresses of your different cryptocurrencies. So it is a unique way to give somebody an address so that they can pay you in different ways. Probably not important right now, might be important in the future. They are very, very neat, and it's a personal identifier for you to get paid. So that's what they are. I have one, and I'm what am I? I have it in the description of this video. I think I'm a Mr. BXRP is what I am at crypto. I think that's what it is. But that's what they are. What is a Ledger cold storage wallet? Why is it needed and used? Most everybody knows Ledger is cold storage, which, if you don't want to keep your XRP on an exchange and you want to take possession yourself and control what's called the keys, then you would put it in cold storage. And it's not needed at all. But if you don't want to, if you don't trust exchanges and you want to take possession yourself, you can use them. That's what it's all about. And then she says, I'm very new to this world. I have XRP on a Ledger Nano S. I'm having problems with the steps. Okay, so she's having problems with Spark token. I can't help you with that. I'm not going to collect my XRP, my Spark on my Ledger, or haven't been set up yet to do that. This Toho Labs is the one who made the tool to do it. So if you have any questions, you need to reach out to people on Twitter. I am the wrong person. I haven't set it up yet. You can go to @Toho Labs, TOWO Labs. I'm not endorsing their toolkit. I'm not endorsing doing it this way. I'm just answering your question. And there are so many questions I get every day. I have never done a live stream ever. I think at some point we should have some fun and do one, and I can kind of do an Ask Me Anything if you guys want to do that. That might be neat, especially if we continue to get some good price movement. It might be fun for us to do. So it might be something I'd be interested in doing in the future. But check out this Toho Labs if you have any questions about the Spark drop. And also, just so you know, if you don't have a Ledger and you want one, they have a 40% off Black Friday event. Use the link if you'd like to in the description of this video, guys. You could save 40%. It might be a cool Christmas gift. I mean, you can get a Ledger Nano for $59, I think. It might be cool. Imagine, like, you can give somebody in your family a Ledger and then tell them once they set it up, you'll send them 100 or 200 XRP or whatever it is. Give them their first XRP. So it might make for a cool Christmas gift if you're thinking about doing it. Crypto Granny at Susie Trader posted this. XRP is going to move so quick up, people will not even have time to catch their breath. And I think she's right. And I think we've seen a taste of what that looks like in the last few days. Okay, here's a video for you. This guy looks like he's in some sort of a strange warehouse. But he's going to get on this drone thing and just kind of fly it around, which is pretty cool stuff. So if you're looking for things to buy when you cash out your XRP, this might be one of them. Look at this. I got to kill that music because I don't know if it's copyright protected. Come on, get that thing off the ground. There you go. He seems pretty new to it himself, but you would think they would want to fly that thing outside. I would think it would be safer outside than inside. Look at that. He doesn't seem like he's been flying it very much. Doesn't look like the Tron movie, but it's cool. I'd love to see him take it outside, and it probably would look a lot better. Okay, great. Hey, thank you for joining me. Please check out Brad Keim's video from the CEO of Flare Token, or Flare Network, I should say, with the Spark token. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a drone pilot, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. Please like and subscribe, and share my videos with anybody who you think might appreciate them. Everyone have a fantastic day. Before we go, one last check on price. Let's just see if anything's happened. We went from 53 cents to 54 cents during the video. So apparently watching my videos actually has been proven to increase the price of XRP. Just saying. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.